Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. Welcome, one and all. Welcome to Royal Sussex. Okay, and I think I'm ready. Let me say hello to a few people, and then we'll get started. All righty then. Okay. Hello to Karen, Sherry Ware, Legs, Betty, Rick, Vanessa, Verda Sanchez. How are you? Joan Commonwealther, B. Thomas, Faith Manzini, Dara Edgehill, Annie Bullard. Hello. Annie wants to say hi to a few people, I'm sure. Let me see if I can help out with that. Oh, mm, okay. I don't think I can. Of course I can. Let's see. There you go. All right. Rohini is here. Hi. Jean Manafi, Legs, Veronica, Fabi Barron, Ozell Dunlap. Hello. I love that name, Ozell. Claudia Sims, Alita Portress, Fancy, Judy Regolt, Betty, Dora Wiley, Marcia Ware, Darlene Anderson. Bonjour, Charlotte. Um, I don't know if you noticed that I had a little dedication to you in my last food truck video. I'll try to show it to you soon. But yeah, that was just something I threw in there, especially for you. Individual especial. That was French for especially for you. Individual especial. It's easy to speak French. You just have to like squeeze your finger and your thumb together just right, and it comes out perfect. Okay. Hello to Donna Black. And who else? Oh, yeah, Legs wants to say hi to a few people. Honesty Lover, Veronica Click, Lorna Williams, Liberia Rose. Thank you so much for all the help for my channel. You guys just don't know how much she helped me in the very beginning. She kind of coached me into a few things that I needed to know to make this possible. And just as sure as the sun is shining this morning, here I am all these months later. So thank you very much, Liberia Rose. Let's see. Who else is here? Joan Commonwealther. Did I say that already? Okay. Church Nelly. I think I'm starting to repeat myself. Elaine Parker, LVD. Dorothy Ross. Thank you very much again for your help. Thank you for helping me to keep this platform going. Mystic Toxin. Joan Garcia. Thank you for the coffee. Thank you for the coffee. Let's see. I think we're good. I don't want to go back too far. Well, I've just about covered everybody, didn't I? All right. So I just wanted to say hello to each and all. And let me get my slides together, which I worked on up until the last minute. Oh, by the way, let me see here. As promised, Charlotte, I did dedicate part of that video to you. And I'm going to show it to you. I think I'll probably just skip ahead to that part if it's okay with everyone. And because I can't wait to show you, I thought it was so much fun. It was like one of those little, I guess they call it like an Easter egg, where it's like this little surprise within the video. So I'll show that to you in just a moment. Let me grab it and let's see, where is it? Oh yeah, there it is, right there. So I'm going to turn this is down. Very special, I promise you. So I can find that particular part. If I can remember where it is. Okay, give me a chance to skip ahead. Oh man, this is oh wow, doesn't that look good? Woo! That looks good. Oh man, that was of course. Let me stop because some of y'all might get triggered. I don't want anybody on a diet to get triggered, but this is not going to be easy as I thought it would be. Huh? I'm looking for that little part I threw in there just for Charlotte. Huh. Well, anyway, if y'all haven't seen this video yet, that is the one that is made because of the conversation I had with Anita from My Duke and I, which, by the way, she posted a video this morning because she has changed her at home studio. So make sure you guys check that out. If I remember, I'll make sure I leave a link to it because I just adore her. She has such a bubbly personality and just so full of joy and so beautiful and radiant. Everybody needs that in their life. So you guys have to make sure you check her out. And I will find that for you. Let me see. Okay, maybe I'll come back to it because it's not going to be as easy as I thought it would be. Uh, oh, wait. I got it. Don't nobody help me. I got it. Don't nobody help me. I got this. I got this. Okay, I don't got it. I don't got it. Oh man, I don't. Oh, there it is. Let me see. Okay. Where is that at? I mean, where is it? Which is grammatically correct? Okay, so it's close to the end. It's close to the end. All right, let's see what I can do here.
You see everybody, you see everybody, and
Okay,
it
so
is what
this
it
is for
is,
you,
and it's a
Charlotte.
beautiful place. I didn't want to give like my story of getting into the city. I went around through Long
Mm-hmm.
Island, but I could have. I've been here since.
Little closer to the end. Let me see here. I'm looking. Oh, Charlotte has something to say to you. She says, Lorraine Elizabeth II. Okay, okay, that was my attempted French. But okay, I'm looking, and I think that was for you, Charlotte. One more time. Anywhere.
Yes, I
So
know. I've been here since I was 16 years. I haven't lost.
and talking and didn't even really look at them. Let me see. I don't see any questions for you so far.
Mm.
Oh, thank you. Let me see here. I'm looking. Oh, Charlotte has something to say to you. She says, Lorraine Elizabeth II. Okay, okay, that was my attempted French. But okay, okay. So that was for Charlotte, who has been so patient with my attempts at the French language. All right. So, oh, is it? Is it? Okay, hold on a second. Let me see that. Let me see that. Happy Emancipation from Jamaica. Is this like Jamaica Independence Day? Is it? No. Anyway, so you guys check this out. Wait a minute. Did I do that right? Let me see. Make sure I got that right. Yes. All right. So this happened today. This happened today. Australian senator calls the Queen a colonizer while being sworn into Parliament. Did you get that? Australian senator calls the Queen a colonizer while being sworn into Parliament. Shut the front door. Can you believe that? Anyway, it was quite a scene. There's actually a video that goes along with that. So if you guys have a chance, I don't know if it's copyrighted, so I couldn't share it with you, but well, yeah, okay. So all right. So but that did happen. That did happen. And how embarrassing for the crown. How embarrassing. But let me see. Yeah, she was. Let me see here. Was this young lady was brave and bold? Good for her. Yeah, they made her, or should I say, she was instructed by. I don't know if it was or what do you call it, a chairperson or whoever the leader was at the bench that at the monitoring this event. She said that if you I mean that is required that you read what is sitting there on the card. And so after she referred to the queen as a colonizer, then she decided to do it the way that she was mandated by law to say it that way. And so then of course she was administered the oath, uh, and now she's a senator. But apparently, she is of the First Nation descent. I believe that's what they call the indigenous people, the First Nation. And now she is a senator. But it was quite the scene. And the way she walked up there, she had her fist in the air. She literally had her fist raised, and she went to, you know, call, well, not call it more, you know what I mean? She went to the things so she can get sworn in. And then suddenly, as she's going through the oath, she just said, yes, blah, 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 blah. I swear the oath to the queen, even though she's a colonizer, or something to that effect. It was extraordinary. Um, of course, for some people, it may have been their best day since Christmas, but oh man. Oh, okay. Lydia's feeling like the rebel today. All right. Hello, Ivy here. Hello, Ivy. Glad you're here. Let's see. Let me look at some of these. I'm multitasking. Sorry about that. No, it's Independence Day in Jamaica, Saturday. All right, very good to know that. Thank you for sharing that. Let's see. And Baron, I saw it. At first, I thought it was a joke. Good on her. No, she was quite serious. She was quite serious. Hello, Marsha Williams. Thank you for being here. Okay, let's see here. Bohini says today, in 1838, all African slaves in British colonies gained freedom. Therefore, we celebrate Emancipation Day today. Very good. Okay. Okay. Very good. Thank you for straightening that out, Rohini. So that was when they declared that all African slaves in the British colonies, which of course, the if we remember the history, the British government paid reparations to the slave owners, to the plantation owners, reparations that were only completely paid by, get this, 2015. The last of the reparations to free the slaves were paid by the British government in 2015. And so when people make this argument that, oh, where would we start? What could we do? It's so long ago. Well, it wasn't so long ago when they realized that it would take until 2015 to pay it off. From 1838 until 2015, they were still paying reparation from the British government to the former slaveholders and their families. How about that for commitment? I can barely stay on a diet for 10 minutes, but yet the British government has paid out the equivalent of billions of dollars over a century and a half, isn't it? Was that like a century and a half that they've been paying that money? Oh no, it's almost 2 centuries it took to pay it. Really? Wow, that's extraordinary. Lorna Castellano, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you ever so much for watching Royal Sussex. And moreover, thank you for being a member Happy Monday to you. I really appreciate it. But yeah, that how about that for commitment? They only just paid the last of the reparations in 2015. Now the reality is that some people are hoping that if you are not going to, I mean, eh, how practical would it be to just put a check in everybody's hand, all the ancestors, when the other thing that you can do is forgive debt for some of those loans to these predominantly African nations or nations of African descent. And also, they can build infrastructure, hospitals, etc. Uh, what? The Commonwealth? Run that by me again. How does that work out? So, is it the money that the British government had taken in taxes from the Commonwealth, and that's what was paid out to the slave owners? Is that how that works? Oh, Reba Henderson, you have just given me a lot of homework to do. You have just given me a lot of homework. All right. I didn't know $27 billion. Wow. Wow. Yeah, and now we know what drives Trenchtown Man. Well, Trenchtown Man didn't just pull that number out of the air, did he? I mean, it's pretty close to the truth. Uh, let's see. And Joan Garcia says colonizers and supremacists always have a big bag of excuses when it comes to reparations. Here, here. Alma Andrews, thank you so much for the super sticker and thank you for watching today. Elaine Parker, thank you for the super sticker and also for being a member. And thank you both for watching Royal Sussex. Okay, so that is that. Wow, I never knew that. So the money did not come directly from the government, it came from the Commonwealth. So I'm guessing that means that the tax revenue that was taken in from the Commonwealth, oh wow, they paid through their taxes. Thank you, Donna Black. Yes, the Commonwealth countries has to pay for their, just like Haiti. Yes, Haiti. Oh my God, Haiti has been perpetually poor because of the debt, because of the debt that they were forced to pay to France, a debt to guarantee their freedom. And in spite of the fact that the United States was also built upon revolution and gaining its freedom from a European power, they absolutely positively sided with the French and refused to support the Haitians. And so Haiti had to pay all that money over that period. As a matter of fact, have they ever? I think they only just paid off the French, and that was the price they had to pay for security. That was the only way they were guaranteed that they would not be attacked or invaded by France ever again. Man, oh man, boy, I tell you, it just never goes away, does it? And because of that, Haiti has been arguably the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. Oh man. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, so you guys, this has been quite the education for me. I mean, literally, you, and this is what I love about the squad. You guys have filled in so many blanks in just a few sentences. Uh, okay. Let me see. Rohini said, "Yeah, Baron, the Caribbean pays billions of pounds to the UK, and the numbers is so large. It was not, what is that? Oh, it does not include. It's not included in our national budget. Whoa! Wow! 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 Ew. And you know, the thing that amazes me is that you always hear Americans say that the government is going to leave so much debt to our children, so much debt to our children, but yet governments have taken in so much wealth because of colonization. And of course, to imply that the United States is in no way an empire, have you guys ever heard of manifest destiny? And I believe to this day, the United States still has more military bases around the world than any other country. Our budget for our military far exceeds the wealth of most countries, I think more than any other country in the world. So it's amazing how they find money when they need it, right? Like that time when Mexico was going to, their economy was in a lot of trouble. And then Bill Clinton came up with this thing called the Super Fund. And everybody was like, what is the Super Fund? Well, that's when, blah, 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 blah. You guys remember the Super Fund? And people were scratching their heads like, where did that come from? The same government that's always broke and always on the brink and having shutdowns suddenly found themselves with a super fund. Make that make sense. Give me a thumbs up if you guys remember the super fund, because I do. Let's see, Callie, was it? Emancipation Day is also recognized in Canada, but it is not an official day off like it is in Grenada and Barbados, for example. Oh, thank you very much for letting me know that. Uh, and I'm looking at your, let's see, is that Germany? I see Barbados, right? Canada, and I don't recognize the other flag there, but wow, okay. That is quite a tapestry. Anyway, thank you for sharing your comment. And let's see here. Still at work. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Much love and blessings to all. I don't know how to make my computer stop bleeping like that. I do apologize, but yes, I hear it too. So if you guys thought that sound was in your head, that's someone that, oh, I know how to do that. I have to shut down my WhatsApp from the computer. There, that should take care of it. Thank you, Audrey Teschner, and also thank you for the super chat. Happy Monday to you. You guys, if I sound more energetic today than I did over the weekend, that's because I am more energetic today. I don't know what happened this weekend. I was feeling as low as a well digger's behind. Just no energy. I don't know if I had like a little bug or something, but now I have gotten my energy back, and yeah, so I'm better now. I felt a little drained the weekend. I can't even put it into words, but it's just like it wasn't enough coffee in the world to change my disposition. But today I feel more energized. Maybe I just needed rest. I don't know. All right, thank you, Audrey Teschner. Rohini says the descendants of slave owners are some of the richest people today. I wonder if descendants of slaves can sue them. Huh. Well, you know what? You know what? I wish I can find that. Let me see if I can. And I will play you something. I think I'm okay to do that. Um, and it's right on this topic. It's right on this topic. And since we seem to be in a very teachable moment, I think it is quite timely. So let me see if I can find that. Oh man, that would have been from months ago. Uh, huh, no. Oh, is that it? Okay, take a listen, you guys. Please be prepared to adjust your sound because I'm not sure how this is going to come out. But it's like 2.5 minutes long, so go ahead and take a listen, and we'll talk about it on the other side.
If there are valid reasons why you think that it is wrong to put history of historic houses on display in historic houses, or put history of plants on display in a botanic garden, most pertinently in the context of plants, how did that get to be here? And most obviously in the context of houses, I always think, and I know you do too now, of that wonderful story. I've got to stop telling it, but it tickles me so much. I told it to David Harewood in the podcast, that was released yesterday because he's had some experiences and he's been making a film absolutely on point for this issue. But when the woman who used to work in the National Trust, property rang us, so we must have done this topic before because we took that call. And the woman rang in and she was showing a school group around a stately home. And one of the lads said, "Excuse me, miss, where did all the money come from to buy this place, please?" It was like young Keith was on the tour of the. Was it you? Because it was a few years ago. Young Keith was there with his inquiring mind and his curious nature. He said, "Excuse me, miss, where did all the money come from to build this stately home, please?" And she was sort of conscious of, I don't know what you'd call it, political correctness, wokeness, before woke was a word in the context it's currently deployed. So she started to, business and sugar and this very patrician voice behind her, sort of sotto voce, whispers in her ear, tell him it was the enslavement of Africans and state-sponsored piracy. And she said, "Well, I can't tell him that. They'll throw me out." And he said, "Well, they can't throw me out. I live here." And that just seems to me, you know how fond I am of the simple summary of a complicated issue. That sums it up, right? And the Earl of Harewood, David Harewood, was telling me, you can see the clue there in what his documentary's about, can't you? Has got all sorts of information on display about how colonialism and slavery created the fortune that his family pile is still built on. So is he woke? Is he, as the owner or the chatelaine or the inhabitant of Harewood House, revealing history of Harewood House that encompasses colonialism and slavery, is he indulging in preposterous posturing by people who are so out of touch with the sentiment of patriotic Britain? Katie's in Bristol. Katie, what's going on?
Well, I think it's all meant.
Okay. So, I hope you guys can hear that okay. But yeah, it has to do with the country houses. And, I never really thought to ask about the country houses and the wealth. I assumed it came from the land. I thought it came from them being landlords and leasing farms and properties and such. I had no idea that the bulk of that wealth came from the transatlantic slave trade. And that was an education that I have received in the past, I would say 2-3 years. So quite interesting. And when you see these houses that they're working so hard to maintain in the National Trust, and the homes are one and two listed or whatever, A listed, B listed houses. And once the property is listed, then that means you have to maintain it the way it's been for 300 years or whatever it is. But so once the property is listed, it's a nightmare for the owner because there's some changes you just can't make. But interesting to know that the wealth mostly came from the transatlantic slave trade. I mean, that was like what they're calling the golden age was really an age of slavery. Yeah. Okay. So let me take a look at the comments. I'm sorry, I was multitasking. What is this, Lydia? Lovely Anita from Duke and I is in the chat along with Ivy. Huh. Oh, I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. Let me see if I can make that happen. Okay. Let me see. If they are so inclined to join. If not, no pressure, but I think that's where this is going. So let's see what happens. All right, so there's that, and I'm going to pin that to the top of the chat for Ivy and Anita. If you guys would like to join in, that would be great. I think the squad wants to hear from you. And we'll wait, give you a chance if don't make us wait too long. Oh, come on, do the right thing. We're waiting for you. And just for a minute or two, just to say, hey, hey. Now, I've never actually logged in to one of the live streams, so I don't know how to talk y'all through it. But Anita, I think you've figured it out. And by the way, Anita, I hope you were able to see the video that I dedicated to us. Well, to you actually, but and of course your amazing experience of seeing the Duchess of Sussex face to face. Let's see. Well, I mean, Lydia, they may be at work or in mixed company or something like that. We don't know. But if they are inclined, well, we'll be here. I'll just leave the link up there and we'll see what happens. Let your conscience be your guide. In the meantime, I'll just go here. That was one of my favorite new memes, right? Okay, let's see. I do recommend the 3-part series we did and a long list of reference sources. Oh, okay, it's all right. It's okay, Ivy. I mean, it's kind of last minute. And let's see. As for Anita, all right. I'll just keep it moving until then. But thank you. I appreciate it. So, yeah, I mean, ladies, it's last minute, so we don't want to catch you out, but we appreciate it. And of course, as squaddies, we all appreciate the very very hard work that everyone has been doing. Okay, and there is that symbol of colonization, which of course the colonies is now referred to as the Commonwealth. It is said that up until the 1970s, that the Commonwealth was referred to as the colonies. Go figure. And if you notice here, there seems to be a diminishing amount of respect for the royal family and their place in this world. As you can see, the toppled statue of Queen Elizabeth. Also, you can see the portrait from the 1950s with water stains, which was, I believe it was at Oxford, or was it at Cambridge University? Anyway, it was in a common space and they decided to remove it. And that caused a lot of controversy, especially when the Tory right wing, sycophants caught on to it. They made a big fuss about it. And of course, let us not forget the Jubilee ceramic ware, China set, the Jubilee. I mean, they couldn't even get that right. And then take a look at that sign. Take a look at the sign. That was in Italy, of course. You may recognize the monuments in the background. Well, that sign was part of the sentiment that was felt during the finals. So, of course, Italy won. Only 22 countries have never been invaded by Britain. Did you guys get that? Only 22 countries had never been invaded by Britain. And then, of course, up in Scotland there, the National says, Jubilee Special, why we need to bend the, Windsors and found a new Scottish Republic. In honor of the Platinum Jubilee, we'd like to thank Her Majesty for the bank holiday off, but it's 2022. Why is the monarchy still a thing? Today we declare that it's a long past time to give the whole institution a flush. Wow, I'm impressed. I could see that. Oh, okay. And then here, Prince William booed at in an English pub after the women's soccer final. Oh, they booed him. Oh, they booed him big time. As a matter of fact, I have the evidence. I'll share it with you. Okay. There you go. So that is more and more frequent. There's something about William that is just not a very sympathetic character. Let's see. Commonwealth belongs to the Commonwealth, not the colonizers. For years, we have been bamboozled and hoodwinked into making others rich. It's time to look at what we are accepting. Higher, what is that? Vibes? Oh, higher vibes. Thank you. Well, thank you for your comment. Thank you for your comment. That seems to be where things are going these days, is that people, I mean, literally, they are laughing. They are laughing at the royal family. They are literally laughing at them. It is amazing, amazing to see how much lack of deference there is these days for the institution. Although I shouldn't say it's amazing, because this has been a long time coming. And the time is now that people have decided that it's just so unnecessary. It is just so, it's like a big waste of time. And I keep finding more and more like videos and columns and such where people are saying that exact same thing. And so all of this, well, not probably not all of it, but some of it could have been mitigated if only they had been um, fair to the Duchess of Sussex. But seeing, and for some people, seeing one of their own or someone that helps to represent in the royal family being treated that way, I tell you, that was just asking for it, and they got exactly what they asked for. Lex says, I don't know why Baldylocks was so peggy this weekend. I would have pegged him as someone who could take it instead of giving it. Oh man. Legs, you don't disappoint. Thank you so much for your comment, and thank you for the super chat. Um and thank you for the laughs. Okay, Rohini says they could have fixed this simply by accepting Meghan, at least defending her. Yes, at the very least, you don't have to like her, but you should have defended her. Yes, I hope so too, Lydia. I really do. That's my hope. I want someone to call him out for the baby's skin color, if he was indeed the one who started that, and also for his carbon emissions. His carbon emissions are pretty high, and he's been getting away with it for a long time, and nobody questions you know him about that. So I'm hoping that that's where they will call him on the carpet, is for those carbon emissions. Let's see here. What do I want? Oh, okay. Not that. Not that. Not that. Mm, is that the one? No, not that. Ah, okay. That's not it. All right. Let me take a look at a couple of more of your comments, and then I will move on. I'm stalling because I was looking for a messy video to share. Oh man, that's what I'm stalling for. Oh, okay, let me try this one then. Uh, just something a little messy, not completely messy, just a little messy. Oh, it's not working out for me. Okay, never mind. Let me move on. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, come on, messy. Give me something messy fast. Something messy I can share. Oh man. Hmm. Oh, nothing's working right now. Oh, does that one work? Let me see. I think so. You gotta love Liverpool. Oh man, you gotta love Liverpool. Uh, wow. That poor guy. Why does he even bother? Why does? Oh, did I miss the end of that? What did I put at the end? I forgot how that video ended. I wonder if it was one of my well, anyway, let me get back over here. All right, you guys. It is embarrassing, isn't it? It is embarrassing. I mean, just humiliating. Absolutely humiliating. Well, I'm pretty sure he felt pretty small. As a matter of fact, I have evidence of that. I have the evidence. You see there? Take a look at the top right side. There he is, walking tall and somewhat ashamed. But if you look to the right of that, see how small he is now? See how small he has become on his way out of the stadium? That was a little bit of my photoshopping, my little editing, where I took him from that full-grown man and turned him into that little poquito la petite prince of the of Cambridge or whatever, Duke of Cambridge. But look at the headlines. Shock as Prince William is booed by supporters in Wembley crowd. Or how about that one? Royal polls. Are you ashamed Prince William was booed by crowds? No. Oh, yes. Very small. I don't know why that just tickles me so much, but I thought it was hilarious. I loved it. That was like one of the best weeks ever. I mean, literally, how many days did we talk about that? It was like a rolling storm. It was like a rolling storm, and people just couldn't get enough of it. I know it captured my imagination. Oh man, what a priceless moment. I loved it. Anyway, how come every day can't be Christmas, right? How come every day can't be Christmas? Oh, anyway, so that happened, and I think it made for a pretty good weekend. Oh, there's the other one. That's what I was looking for. Come on, I knew I'd get there. I knew I would get there. I hope I'd edited this one to take out the certain language. This was Liverpool, by the way. Yeah, I did bleep it. Oh yeah, this is the one I was looking for. Oh man. uh, yes, that's the one I was looking for. every time you hear the bell, you pretty much know what they were saying. So, but yeah, I had to censor that because, I didn't want to cause any controversy. That's English for controversy, controversy. I don't really speak English. I'm an American. Oh man. Okay, you guys, that's enough of that. It was humiliating for them, and I don't think that we should. Oh, wait, I found the other one. Okay, we should. I found the other one I was looking for. Let me see. And then after that, we really have to move on because this is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing, and I don't want to hurt his feelings too much. Okay, let me see. Before we hear the national anthem. Oh, this is where one of oh, see, he wouldn't shake his hand. Did you guys see that? Before we hear the national anthem. He refused to shake his hand. I mean, he literally stepped aside not to shake his hand. One more time, take a look. Don't touch me. How embarrassing. How small. Oh man. You guys, all right, I'm done with that. This has okay, so da 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 the Tories da 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 the Tories. Oh, the shade, the shade, the shade. Oh, let me see. The energy in this world is changing. What you wish and do to others will be returned to you tenfold as more and more people wake up from their slumber. The vile continues to expose the evil. Yes, thank you so much for that. Higher vibes. Thank you. You are so right about that. I'm sorry, the veil. The veil. Is it vile veil? Anyway, did I tell you that I had an English teacher that put a hit out on me? I think I had an English teacher tried to pay somebody to off me one time. Oh well. All these years later, look at me. Content creator. Who would have thought it? The Royals, though they could win favor with throwing Duchess, thought they could win favor with throwing the Duchess, Meghan, and her kids to the deranged. It isn't working anymore. I don't care how many people. I mean, how many gossip books? Oh yeah, that dreaded book. Let me see here. Elaine Parker, Liverpool hate the government, royals, and the police, especially the Sun paper, newspaper that is, due to the Hillsborough disaster. 94 people died due to, but oh, that was when they had the collapse of the stadium. Those people were crushed or whatever. I think I saw that before. Oh yeah, and that's like, I mean, people were very, very, very angry with the police about that. And I think Elaine Parker, am I right? A lot of that is a lot of the Margaret Thatcher years. I thought they kind of headed in for Margaret Thatcher too. Thank you for your comments. Okay, let's get back over here and move on. Okay, so the sign that you see there was a reason for that. And I guess I said that I would probably share that reason with you. Well, the Italian fans claim Prince William snubbed Italy's president. Now, Italian fans claimed, well, they only said claimed because it's the Daily Fail writing about it. Let me correct that. Prince William snubbed Italy's president by refusing to congratulate him after their Euros victory, despite videos showing the Duke being blocked from reaching him in Wembley Royal Box. Now, he was blocked. You see the red circle there, and then you can see the egg in the background. Do you see anybody blocking him? Do you see anybody blocking him? There's no block. There's one person that William could have simply tapped on the shoulder, and there's nobody seated there. How is he blocked? And the Daily Fail trying to gaslight people by putting that in the rag as though it's true. You literally see William and you see the Italian president. All he had to do was step over there. What is he, like 20, 25 feet away? Come on. In spite of the fact, despite the video showing the Duke being blocked from reaching him. Seriously? Do you all see what I see? This is not a picture I done anything to the picture. Literally, he's there. But they circled the Italian president, but they didn't circle the egg. I wonder if that's because it's hard not to see him. But literally, he's right there. That is the future king. If he wants to greet someone, surely he can, but he chose to not do it. He just big fat didn't do it. And so by the time the celebration kicked in, somebody made a sign saying F, Betty. So I don't know how anything different can be seen there. He literally just did not do it. He just decided, I'm not going to say anything. I'm bitter. We lost, and that's that. I'm going home. I'm just going to leave. So that's it. But this little receipt that I saved from that occasion says very clearly that he was blocked and prevented from reaching the Italian president, who was literally standing right there. He's standing right there. He's got that hair just like what's his name from Bewitched? McMahon. What's his name? McMahon and Tate. He's got that white Pop Staples hair, right? He has the hair like Pop Staples, like McMahon and Tate on Bewitched. All that white hair, you can't miss him. And William just glances over, and then he just leaves. Like, I'm out of here. Oh man, and that's why people don't like him. He's wait till he get here. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to create an expectation for failure for their trip here, because of course they're going to try to make sure that everything is kept very close and very regulated. But oh man, when they get here, I hope the two things on my wish list is, number one, ask him about his impact on the environment, and number two, make sure you ask him about the baby skin color. And then after that, I'm cool. They do whatever they want to do, but just ask about those two things, and we're gold, right? It's golden. All right. So again, where's Legs? Legs, are you watching? I bet he's looking forward to his coronation. Oh man. And then of course the other one, ew, where's it been? Ooh, ooh, where's it been? Oh, well, I tell you, it's like you just can't not see it, right? You cannot not see it. It's just omnipresent. It's there. It's right there at the eye level, and you people are still talking about it. And these are not even squatties. You guys, these are not even squatties. He's the laughing stock. These are not even squatties saying this. This is just people. Just people. People. People who peg people. Oh man. uh Williams, a very special person. He's the peggiest person in the world. Oh man. People who peg people are the luckiest people in the world. Oh. With one strap on, one very special strap on, a feeling deep in your. Okay, rhymes with soul. Says you are. A feeling deep in your. Rhymes with soul. Says you are half, now you're whole. No more hunger and thirst, but first be a person who pecks people. People who peck people. Big finish, big finish. Are the luckiest. Oh man, where did that come from? Woo! Anyway, people who peg people are the luckiest people in the world. Oh man. Oh, poor William. Okay. And then there's that. And again, I promise you, I don't think all of these people are squatties. I'll just let you read that one. Um, if you're brave enough. All right. And then on the right side there, I decided to censor that one. Behind that red bar is something else. But yes, so I censored that one. And if you notice that the person who created this photo, and it wasn't me, I didn't do that one, but the person that created that photo, they found William with that very awkward running stance. As you notice, when he runs, he keeps his knees very tight together. Now, some people say that that's for propulsion. Others say well, you know what why they others say that. But I mean, why do most people keep their knees together, right? And then of course, it reminded me, if you remember, I mentioned that when William runs, he kind of looks like the homicide chalk outline. Well, if I recall, one of the squatties posted that on the Twitter. Says Baron Royal Sussex live chat on YouTube is today showed this image of Egg racing Harry and said he looks like the chalk outline from a homicide scene. I am officially dead. He is too funny. Well, there you have it. Again, people who pick people are the luckiest people in the world. Oh man. Oh man. There's so many other lyrics I would like to share, but not for this hour, as some people may be watching with their children. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna change the topic. Where's she at? So, blacks against Meghan Markle. Oh boy, here we go again. Blacks standing against Meghan Markle used the race card to manipulate the public. Yes, obvious. This is known here. Nobody likes Meghan and Harry. Hashtag nobody likes Meghan and Harry. We're sick of their Hollywood uh, hires PR team at Scobie. Well, listening to the language, that person sounds hauntingly familiar, don't they? It almost seems like it's a burner account for one of the royal experts, doesn't it? It's obvious. This known here. Nobody likes Meghan and Harry. We're sick of their Hollywood hire PR team, Scobie. Doesn't that seem familiar? That language. If I didn't know better, and I don't, but that language sounds hauntingly familiar. It just seems like something. And of course, I'm not accusing that person of having a burner account. I don't believe that to be true. I'm just saying it sounds like that person has a burner account. Don't you think? I mean, doesn't that sound like her language? uh, Blacks standing against Meghan Markle use of the race card to manipulate the public. Yeah, it's obvious this she known here. Nobody likes Harry and Meghan and sick of their Hollywood. That sounds just like something she would say. I promise you that sounds like her. I can't prove it, and it's probably not true, but boy, does it sound like her. Gosh, it sounds like her. Yep. It just throwing that Hollywood in there, I promise you it sounds and it's not Megan's a well, she's a Hollywood actress and she always gets her way. Huh? Huh? Why do I think that? It just it stinks of that person. Anyway, I can't prove it, but if I didn't know better, I would say, huh? Okay. And then also, white Dillard's worker is fired after he called black shopper the N word in front of the man's 10-year-old son. Victim is filmed calmly confronting him. See, this is what I was saying that we have to be very calm. Otherwise, they start calling the SWAT team on us. So, oh, did he? Oh, ain't he the tough guy? Oh, look at that face, though. Look at that face. Oh boy. I mean, you couldn't even filter that. I mean, that face looks just like something that you would have seen back in the day, don't it? Like some old county sheriff or something. Yep. Yeah, he was fired from his job. Yes, Joan Garcia, he was fired from his job. Didn't take long either, and had been there for like over 20 years, but he was fired. Um, oh, really? Thank you, Mascara. I didn't know that. Every time I see him, I try to look the other way. That Tom Bowers just seems like somebody who's in dire need of a enema or something like that. And I don't know. He just makes my stomach cramp up, so I can't look at him. My stomach starts cramping. Let me see. Okay. Are the luckiest people in the world. Oh man. Now that song is going to be stuck in your head all day. I have ruined that song for you guys. I have ruined it. It is ruined. Or as somebody from Tennessee I used to know would say, now you done ruined it. You have ruined it. Now it's been runt. Okay. And then there's this that moment you realize he will bury you at a golf course in New Jersey. Oh, oh, look at her face. But to be fair, she always looks like that, doesn't she? I'm talking about Melania. Look at her face. That moment you realize he will bury you at a golf course in New Jersey. Oh man, that is too funny. That is too funny. Okay. And then of course here, um, you can see her smiling and shoveling away. And by the way, I didn't do any of these. Somebody else did that. I'm just the messenger. And then Lazarus says cemeteries in New Jersey do not pay tax. In New Jersey, if a family member is buried on your property, oh, I got to bring that down so I can see it. The property cannot be seized. Huh? Ain't that something? So yeah, but I still can't believe that his children, um, would allow this to happen to their mother. She's like the only person buried there. And I doubt if they're going to erect any great monument or something. But you know what else that I noticed about this? Have you guys noticed that they did not cover it with sod, right? Even at the cheapest cemeteries, they usually will cover the grave with sod. I mean, they scoop up the grass, right? They shave it, roll it up, and then after the service, they roll the sod back down. And all these days later, they still have not covered it with any proper grass. It is just still dirt, soil. That is weird. That is weird. That doesn't show a great deal of care. So, um, wow. And mind you, not that I care much for any of those people, any of them. And if you ask me, I am very, very. Oh, I'll put it to you like this. Do you guys remember when they had the debate and the whole Trump family decided they would refuse to wear their mask, even though it was agreed by both campaigns that they would wear their mask? And this was before the what do you call it, before the vaccines, and they all refused to wear their mask. When they were greeted at the door and they tried to hand them a mask, they all turned their nose up. And guess what? At that point, I believe they all had been or were stewing with the pandemic, and they refused to wear the mask. And I can't help but think that some, if not all of them, were hoping that the current president would have been struck down with it before election day. It didn't work, but I'm pretty sure that that's what they were hoping. I'll never forget that as long as I live, ever. The pompous nature of them walking through there, some of them actually infected, walking through there and refuse to put their mask on. Refuse. I have some other theories that I won't share right now, but oh boy, I will never forget that. So, anyway, that's enough about those grifters. Let me move over to here. I'm going to read a few of your comments. I still have to update my moderator list, but I'm going to go back and read a few of your comments before I proceed. Wow, they're coming in fast. 1,113 people. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, you guys. We are less than 200 away from 18,000 subscribers. Did you guys hear that? Less than 200 away from 18,000 subscribers. So if you have not subscribed to Royal Sussex, if you're watching Royal Sussex on television and you're pretty sure you have never subscribed, please do, because it helps out so much. I mean, it helps the algorithm, it lifts my spirit, and I can pay for those singing lessons that I've been in need of for quite some time. And you guys, you do want me to get those singing lessons, right? So don't forget to subscribe. And also, thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Oh, man. Let's see here. I'm going to take a look right now and see where we are with subscriptions. But also, if you want to become a member, all memberships are only $4.99. That is subject to change pretty soon, but you know me, probably a month from now it'll still be $4.99. I'll get around to it. Also, I'm going to work on some merchandise pretty soon. Okay. So yeah, about 200, not 18,000, 17,000. So yeah. So we're only about 200 subscribers away from 17,000. Whoa, I jumped ahead of myself, didn't I? 18,000. That's what they call champagne taste and beer bottle pockets. Okay. So anyway, subscribe. Please share this channel with people. Okay. So this weekend, Bill Russell passed away, as well as someone that I have loved for so long. One of my first television crush, Nichelle Nichols, born Grace Dale Nichols back in 1932 in Robbins, Illinois. She died on July the 30th at age 89 in Silver City, New Mexico. And of course, let me see, Inglewood High School, is that on the south side of Chicago? I think she spent some time in Chicago, but she was of course, an actress, singer, and dancer. But yeah, as a matter of fact, she had quite a beautiful voice. And let me see. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but cardboard. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry about that. I was trying to scroll, and that popped up. I know. I just said that I need to update it. My computer was acting up, and I'm going to get to it soon. Let me see. Oh, she was married twice. Now, did you guys know that she had a relationship with Gene Roddenberry, who was the creator of Star Trek. Yes, she was his. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get this right. She was his muse. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, she was his muse. I mean, she brought out a lot of creativity in him, and he was deeply, deeply, deeply in love with her. And but for whatever reason, I guess it was the times that we were living in, they never married. But let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, she lived in Woodlawn and went to Inglewood High School on the south side of Chicago. Also studied in New York City and Los Angeles. Right. Um Oscar Brown highly touted. Oh, who booked her in his? She knew Hugh Hefner. Yeah, she attracted the attention of Hugh Hefner, the publisher of Playboy, who booked her for his Chicago Playboy Club. She also appeared in a role of Carmen for the Chicago Stock Company production of Carmen Jones and performed in New York production of Porgy and Bess. Wow, so she really did have quite the career that a lot of people didn't know about. She was also featured on the cover of Ebony and Jet magazine, toured the United States, Canada, and Europe as a singer with Duke Ellington and Lionel Hampton Band. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that? Wow. Okay, so I got a few pictures to share with you guys. Now, this, we celebrate the life of Nichelle Nichols, Star Trek actor, trailblazer, and role model who symbolized to so many what was possible. She partnered with us to recruit some of the first women and minority astronauts and inspired generations to reach for the stars. Now, that is very, very nice. And then also, yes, Doris, I was going to get to that. Thank you so much. I was going to get to that. Okay, and then on the right side, you can see the cup and plate there. That is actually mine. I bought that at a thrift store. It is a Star Trek. I'm a Trekkie, by the way, a Trekkie. That is the Star Trek plate and cup. I think there's also a saucer, but I only saw those two, so I quickly bought it. Yes, John Garcia, I agree. And oh, is that some gossip there? Patricia Nixon says, Baron, it wasn't a secret about their relationship. Best open secret in those days. Well, yeah. But for the purposes of television, they couldn't, and as the story goes, Gene Roddenberry, he actually wanted to feature her in a television series, and it just didn't work out because it actually, I believe it was about a detective and his wife or something like that, or was she a police officer also? And Gene Roddenberry wanted to, have more inclusivity on television. So the storylines that he wanted to tell using the vehicle of, the genre of the cop show or police show just did not pan out because, as I said, back in those days, people just could not accept that in the 1960s. And so he decided that the reality that you couldn't have in present day America, if you put those same storylines in outer space, in the distant future, that people would be more accepting of it. And so that's exactly what he did. And so she does have a star on Broadway. I mean, I'm sorry, on the Walk of Fame in Hollywood. And as you can see, someone just put some flowers down. And you can tell from the condition of the star that it has been there for quite some time. Also, take a look there. Beautiful portrait was created by an artist who absolutely loves Nichelle Nichols, as so many people do. And then if you take a look here, there she is in the White House, standing in front of the Reliant desk. And there is President Obama. Now, this is something that was reimagined by a Trekkie who thought Obama would look cool as Dr. Spock. But there she is over there on the left side. So this was not the same visit, of course. But yeah, so that is Nichelle at the White House visiting President Obama. And there on the right side, one of the things that you guys got to know about her is that not only could she carry a tune, I mean, after all, she did tour with those bands, right? I'm sorry, orchestras. I'll call them orchestras. And of course, she was quite beautiful, is quite beautiful, was quite beautiful. But the body, this particular episode of Star Trek was an episode which she actually broke a color barrier on television. And I'll explain that later. Some of you guys probably know already, but this was like, you know how in the Avengers, how in the Marvel comics they have the parallel universe, the parallel. Well, this is her playing the other Uhura. This is the other Lieutenant Uhura. So there's two Lieutenant Uhuras. There's this one that is in the parallel universe, and then there's the one that was in this universe. And so on that one, instead of wearing the usual mini dress, she wore this two-piece number that was absolutely a showstopper. I mean, just quite athletic, beautiful, talented, all those things at the same time. So right here, you can see them on the set of the Star Trek series. And that is Dr. Spock, Leonard Nimoy. In the background, you can see William Shatner, aka Captain James Tiberius Kirk. And I believe those are the only people I recognize there. Yeah, for sure, those are the only people I recognize. And then there she is on the cover of Ebony as promised. And take a look on the left side. Now, that is one of her publicity shots that were used back in the days when she used to tour as a singer. And of course, as before mentioned, she was very flattered by the idea of being on television, but it was not her first love. Her first love was actually performing in nightclubs, in theaters. That was her first love. And so, at a certain point, she decided, oh, yeah, this is nice, Gene, and I appreciate you believing in me. And, but this ain't cutting it for me. And so she wanted to leave. And before she could leave, somebody decided, you know what? We need to appeal to a much higher power because, obviously I can't make her stay, but maybe if we get somebody, maybe we get somebody else in here, maybe she'll listen to him. So there was someone knocked on the door and said, there's someone who wants to see you. And she recognized the voice as she was sitting with her back to the door. And she turns around and there was Martin Luther King. And he told her, he said, your presence on television is way too important to the movement. And my family and I, we actually watch you every week. And this is one of the few programs that I will allow my children to watch. So I hear you were thinking about leaving, but I hope you will reconsider and stay because, well, the world needs you. And so because of that, she decided, well, okay. And so given that type of input, of course, she decided to stay. So she did. And so the rest, of course, is history. Now, Star Trek itself did not have the best ratings. It was always more successful in syndication than it was on, primetime television. And in spite of, all of the letters and such, I mean, the letter writing campaign is what saved Star Trek from, being removed immediately. But I think it was only on for 3 years, from 1966 to 69. I think that's the amount of time that it was on. So there you go. The Kiss, as before mentioned, The Kiss. Again, Gene Roddenberry knew he could get away with things in outer space that could not happen on planet Earth. Definitely not in present day planet Earth. Well, the 1960s planet Earth. And so he decided that they would kiss, right? Now, there's a story about this kiss that you may not have heard. The story goes that they wanted the kiss, and then they decided, okay, maybe they shouldn't kiss. And so after the first take, when they kissed, William Shatner knew that they were likely to try to cut it out of the the final take. And so after the first kiss, every time they kissed, instead of them, being able to just easily cut it out, he would throw his, no, I think he crossed his eyes or something like that, so that it would mess up every take thereafter. So if they even tried to make them just embrace, that was useless. And so, pushing the envelope, they ended up including that in the final cut. And of course, the rest is history. So that was the first interracial kiss on American television, thanks to Gene Roddenberry, William Shatner, and of course, Nichelle Nichols. Now, Lieutenant Uhura, Nyota Uhura, was born in 2293. So she was born in Kitau province, or is it Kitu province in Kenya? Her rank, lieutenant commander, occupation, linguistics. What is that? Cytographer, and I can't even pronounce that. Was it philologist? Whatever. So she worked for the United Federation of Planets, Starfleet, and she, in the later films, the reboot of Star Trek, she had a relationship with Dr. Spock. So that is the character's background. She's from Kenya. And I forgot what Uhuru means, but that's, I think it's in Swahili or something like that. I forget what it means, but there's a meaning behind the name Uhura. So Gene Roddenberry's vision was that in the future, there would be no class or anything like that, and that no matter what your race, creed, or color, that everybody could live and work. As a matter of fact, you guys, Gene Roddenberry was such a visionary that there was actually a mad genius doctor. There was a doctor in outer space on one of the episodes of Star Trek. There was actually a black doctor who was a genius who had created something that was so unstable that it could possibly, and so he sacrificed himself to save the universe. But things that you wouldn't find possible any other place on television. And here's this doctor who just happens to be of African descent, and the most brilliant person in the room. So there you go. So that is the story behind the show that I can tell you in relations to Nichelle Nichols. So thank goodness. And she wasn't like one of those people who felt like, oh, this has ruined my career and I'm going to get typecast. She embraced the role, and she realized how important her presence on television was to so many people, especially back in the 1960s. So thank goodness for that, because I really hate when an actor gets bitter about the fact that they were in a certain role and they probably would get typecast or something like that. Fortunately, that didn't happen to her. So live, what is that they say? Live well and prosper is the old Vulcan term they use. So that's it for that. And that's also it for Royal Sussex today. I hope you guys like that. Yeah, I love those right there. I think one is the photograph, the other one is the painting on the left. But yeah, I love that. Whoever painted that did a really, really good job. Yes, that's true. Gene Roddenberry was married to Nurse Chappelle, the original Star Trek. They were good friends. Well, also in the pilot episode, the nurse, his wife, actually played a female ship captain. Yeah, so she actually had a different role in the pilot episode. I see. I'm not the only Trekkie on here, huh? Yeah. So if you look at the pilot episode, um, the captain of the ship, or a captain of another ship, or whatever it was, she was actually Gene Roddenberry's wife. And then in later episodes, she became nurse. Which brings me to another impersonation. You know, I love doing my impersonations. Dr. Bones McCoy, right? Jim, I'm a doctor, damn it, not a magician. Oh, thank you, Sherry Ware. I just saw that. Thank you so much for that. Oh man, this is fun. I really enjoyed talking about this too. I was thinking about this for all of yesterday, and I'm like, oh, I got to do something. I have to do something. So there you go. And gosh, what a beautiful lady. I mean, she was just always so beautiful and so warm, and all of those things. So um, thank goodness for her. She was quite the role model. Okay, so thank you today to those of you who were kind enough to donate to Royal Sussex. I have the list here. Let me see. Gotta hurry up and get this out before I start singing again. All right, today's donations, Lorna Castellano, thank you so much. Alma Andrews, thank you. Elaine Parker, thanks. Audrey Teschner, thank you. Legs, thank you for the fun super chats. And also, Anna Boyd, thank you as well. Thank you all so much. Did I miss Anna Boyd? I didn't even see that one, or did I? Oh, I'm sorry if I didn't get a chance to highlight Anna. But thank you so much. Yeah, so that's it, you guys. Duchess of Success is on later, right? Don't forget to go and check. Oh, you guys are so good today. Sherry and Sade, she had a great video on Meghan's wedding dress. So you guys got to check that out. That was really good. It exceeded my expectations. When I saw the preview, well, not the preview, but when I saw the up and coming, notification for it, I was like, oh, gotta see that. What I love is that she's so passionate about fashion. So when it relates to that topic as well as the Duchess of Sussex, it's like win-win. So if you guys haven't seen it, make sure you do. And that's it. That's it. Hello, Baron, everyone. Interesting about Star Trek. Let me see. I love when I learn things I didn't know about. I will have to catch the whole podcast on replay. Sure, Angela Simmons. I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and thank you for being here. Oh, you saw Sharian today, huh? Yeah, it was great. It was great. Okay, I think we're good. So, with that, I will bid you all a farewell. Of course, as per usual, we have to give love to our two favorite queens. Our queen of everything, Queen Doria, and our queen of hearts, Princess Diana. Also, I will be looking for the last word of the day. I'm so glad I got my mojo back. I was feeling mighty po yesterday. I mean, feeling po as a chicken wing. I don't know. I just didn't have any energy. But today I seem to be back. Well, thank you, Ivy. Thank you for being here. Let me see. Okay. There you go. Yes, let's close with that famous phrase or term that they use on Star Trek. Live long and prosper. Thank you so much for that, Bright Eyes. And I will see you all tomorrow. And with that, let's ginger adventure. And I'm out of here. Okay, hit it, Ginge. Wait, there we go. Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. It's a 5-year mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before. Ooh, ooh, Oh man, y'all knew I was gonna come back with something. Um, I like the Star Trek theme. I thought it was pretty good. Although we never did figure out who was doing that who. Oh, John Garcia, that's a good idea. And you know what? I got a bunch of stuff that I was taking during the pandemic and I stopped taking them, but that's not a bad idea. I should. I got zinc, vitamin C, D3, and oh gosh, what else is it? And I think B12. Yeah. So I got all this stuff. Yeah, that's a good idea. I will do that. Uh oh, I'm sorry. Do I need to look at it again? Let me see. Did I miss somebody? Oh, all right. No, I did it, right? I did it. I thought I did. Yeah, I'm sure I did. I'm sure. Let me see. What am I? Nothing. I'm just feeling better today. I was feeling crappy over the weekend, but I don't know if I had a stomach bug or what. But now it seems like I have renewed with vigor or something like that. So let me see. That's whether the food truck video with Harry and Meghan donating it. They make is the one you. Yes, that's it. Andrew, that's the one. That one. I had thought I had done such a good job with it, and about 5 or 6 people watched it. So I was a little salty about it, but then eventually more people watched it, and I'm okay now. I'm okay. I'm in a better place. So. Uh, But thank you for asking. It took several sessions of counseling and such to get me past those bad feelings, but I'm in a good place right now, and I forgive everyone who didn't watch it. All 8 or 9 thousand people who didn't watch it, but for the 5 or 6 people that did watch it, I am greatly appreciative of it, and thank you for asking. Oh man. All right, you guys. I think we're good. Uh yeah, yeah. What a lovely person she was. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let me see. Yes, I shall. Thank you. I'm gonna go and have lunch and let me see. Oh, I don't know. I'll find something to do. Maybe I'll work. Well, I don't know. Actually, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to relax. I need to relax. Stop working so much. I get all hyped up and start editing stuff, but I'm just going to relax. Thank you. All right, you guys. Appreciate it. And I will see you all tomorrow.